And now, here to entertain you all, because every day he's hustling. Side Hustle Cinema.
Welcome back to the channel, Side Hustle Cinema here. Thanks for clicking on this video. And today, guys, we're going to be doing a spoiler-free review of the new movie that just came out, Deer Camp 86. There it is. Check that out. You probably saw this on social media, like the trailer played quite a bit. Just for about a week or so, that's where I saw it at first. And I kind of wanted to check it out because I'd just seen another deer hunting horror movie, A Most Atrocious Thing, that I really enjoyed. So I thought, why not give this one a shot and see if it's any good? Well, I wanted to share it with you because I watched it, and you know what? It was pretty good. So we're going to take a little spoiler-free deep dive into this one and talk about it. Some really interesting things, like who the director is really interesting. And also, this has one of the best sound mixes that I've ever heard. So we're going to talk about all that. So let's go ahead and get into it. So what's this movie about? Well, it's about a group of guys who are heading off, going to an annual deer hunting trip that they take. They're all from Michigan. And, they're just heading to a remote cabin in the woods. Of course, that's one of my favorite scenarios for horror movies. And along the way, they stop off at this, bar near camp. And, things get a little crazy. And someone ends up getting murdered, mysteriously. And this triggers an indigenous, supernatural sort of monster / killer, this stalker type predator in a way. I'll actually show you a picture of the monster right here. Looks really cool. And yeah, it does remind you a lot of the Predator when you watch the movie. Kind of like the Predator from Prey a little bit. Uses a bone tomahawk and all that stuff. Very cool looking. But anyway, so yeah, it turns into, a survive the night kind of deal where the hunters become the hunted. And, will they figure everything out? Will they... can they survive? Well, you have to watch to find out. We're keeping this thing spoiler free. I did really enjoy this one. It was directed by L. Van Dyke Siboutson. You're probably thinking, well, who the hell's that? Well, it's actually Harold Kronk. He used a pseudonym to in this movie because he didn't want people to prejudge this movie based on the other stuff that he's done in his career. Because if you don't know, Harold Kronk is a devout Christian, and everything that he's directed up till now has been a faith-based movie, and all of his producer credits and some of his writing credits pretty much been everything, faith-based. So this is a big step outside the, the comfort zone, I think, to do this type of horror movie. Because this movie doesn't pull any punches at all. It's got the gore, it's got the, the language, it's got it all. Violence, and, it's just fantastic. I would love to have seen like an interview or a commentary track or something on here where they talk to the director about why he decided to do a horror movie. I would love to hear from him about that. But yeah, there's no actual special features on this. You do get a little discard on there, but that's about it. This retails for $15, give or take $1, depending on where you pick it up. But yeah, it just came out this past Tuesday. So you can definitely grab a copy there. No slipcover either on the Blu-ray. I did see that the DVD has a slipcover. That's kind of disappointing. I wanted to slip for this. But anyway, so the movie, some of the pros and cons a little bit. Well, one of the cons is this is another micro budget movie. And so some of the things, aren't going to work quite as good. Like, it's called Deer Camp 86. So this movie takes place in 1986. And it doesn't really have any 80s feel to it. Obviously, having a, micro budget, they couldn't really license any, 80s music. That would have been really cool for this one. And there's also, some really nice practical effects, but there's also some really terrible CGI effects. But not too many. Not too many at all. But there was plenty of pros to this. We talked a little bit about the practical effects being good. Those were good. There was no off-screen kills. That was also, nice to see. The acting was decent. All these guys, maybe they knew each other. I don't know, but that they seemed to have good chemistry, and the acting was solid. There was one standout in particular, a guy named J.J. Bidwell. He plays Buck in this movie. He's this heavyset guy who, does a bunch of the drinking and a bunch of the comedy. And he was laugh out loud funny, for real. Like, there was 5 or 6 times where I just was laughing at the stuff that he was saying. I mean, I don't know if it was ad-libs or what, but, he was just kind of busting on his friends, the other guys in the group, and stuff like that. And it was just funny, man. That dude was hilarious. Here's a picture of the director working on the costume for the killer. He actually made the mask, and I think it turned out really well. Now this movie has an amazing soundtrack. It's just a 5.1 HD soundtrack, but my God, my Atmos speakers were going nuts. I mean, there was a small rain sequence. I couldn't even see the rain on the screen. Like I don't even know if it was really raining when they filmed it, or they just, played the rain noise. It was a small sequence, but still, like, the rain up above was better than, like, my Dolby Atmos demo disc. And then there was also, like, some thunder in that as well, which sounded amazing. And the whole time they're out in the woods, which there's several scenes where they're out, being sort of stalked in the woods, or where they're hunting in the woods, and the ambient noises of the bugs and the leaves and the monster that does this like predator type like low guttural growl kind of thing. It just was bouncing all around the room from different directions. It was very, very immersive, and honestly, one of the best mixes I've ever heard. It was so great, because it wasn't just like once or twice or even 5 times. It was like there was at least 30 times where things, where there was like really nice moments spread throughout this movie. So if you have a home theater system, with really good Atmos placement, with your speakers, man, you're going to really enjoy this one. It's going to be fantastic for you. I hope this movie does well. I could actually see a sequel to this one potentially. Could be kind of fun. But yeah, so go check it out. I mean, at this price of just like $15 or so, it's definitely worth supporting, definitely worth checking out. I think you'll enjoy this one. And that's going to do it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do me a favor, hit that like button. If you're unsubscribed to the channel, I invite you to do so. Check out my latest video. I'll put a card here at the end of the video. Checking out the my mystery box opening that I did from Zobi. It was kind of cool. I always enjoy those mystery box videos. And until next time, guys, stay safe, have fun, keep watching those movies, and I'll see you on the next one.